Honors Pre-Calculus, final exam review, we're looking at number 22. It says find the measure in radians of a central angle of a sector of area 42 square inches in a circle of radius 7 inches. So our key words in this problem are area, and angle, which is a theta, and radius. So we have a central angle, an area, and a radius. Those variables that they gave us, they're asking us to find a central angle. So they're asking us to find what theta is. They're telling us the area is 42 square inches. So they're telling us the area is 42 square inches, and we want to put that in terms of a variable. A equals 42 square inches. And then they also tell us the radius is 7 inches. So radius is, of course, the variable r. So this is telling us that r equals 7 inches. Now, once we see this, we can see that we have theta, a, and r. So we just have to think of a formula that has theta, a, and r in it. And again, in the exam, you'll be given a list of formulas. You'll need to pick which one matches. And the one that's going to match this is going to be a equals 1/2 r squared theta. So now we're going to plug in these values that we have. The area is 42 square inches, so we're going to put 42 square inches here. That equals 1/2. Our r is 7, so we're going to put 7 inches squared. And our theta is unknown, so we just put theta. Now all we have to do is solve for theta. So the first thing we need to do is well, we don't have anything to do over here. Don't be confused by the fact that this is inches squared. That doesn't mean we're squaring the 42. It's the inches that are squared. So we're just going to leave that as 42 inches squared. But over here, we have to do 7 inches squared, which is 49, and then we have to multiply that by 1/2. So maybe we'd like to, on the calculator, do 0.5 times 49 to get what this value is, and we're going to find out that this value is 24.5, and since we squared the inches, that's inches squared, and we still have our theta. Now, we're solving this for theta, so we need to divide both sides by 24.5, so divided by 24.5 square inches, divided by 24.5 square inches. And now we can get our calculator and do 42 divided by 24.5. 42 divided by, we can just say it was our previous answer. And that gives us 1.714. So let's look and see what it says about rounding for this one. It says round answer to 2 decimal places. And it wants our angle measure in radians. So I think we can go ahead and round it to our 2 decimal places right here. We'll say it's 1.71, and that equals theta. Now if you look at the units, what has happened here is that the inches squared is canceling out here and canceling out here. What's going on? There are no units left. So, but this is the measure of an angle, theta. So an angle that doesn't have units, that units of the angle are automatically radians. Because remember, radians aren't really a unit, they're a ratio, so they tend to appear and disappear as necessary. And the other way that you can think of remembering that is, since in all these formulas we always need to have theta in radians, that means if we use the formula to solve for theta, that theta will come out in radians. So 1.71 radians is our answer. Now if in the question, and this is something I would look for. Look if in the question, did they ask you to get that measure in radians or degrees? If they had asked in degrees, then we would need to convert this answer back to degrees by multiplying by 180 over pi. But they just asked it in radians. We've given our answer in radians. So we have, in fact, found the measure of the angle, the central angle, in radians. It's 1.71 radians.